Guys, we're back, and we're going to get straight to it. You're driving around in a car that makes you look rich, but it's the exact reason you're staying broke or staying stuck at the same level year after year. And trust me, I'm not saying this from some high horse. I know it's real because I did the exact same thing. About 8 years ago, I bought the car I'm literally sitting in right now. Red leather seats, sporty look. Felt like a boss. And honestly, I loved it. I felt like I was the man. But the truth is, every single month, £400 plus was leaving my account for something that wasn't growing, wasn't building anything, just losing value. Every mile I drove it down the road. And then I remember about a year before my finance ended, right? And I started learning about money. And it hit me. This £400 I'm throwing into a car could be doing so much more for my future. Investing, saving, building, literally anything other than disappearing into like a depreciating toy. So I made the decision. When that last payment left my bank account, that was it. Straight up, I said, that was it. No more new cars. I'm running this one into the ground until my finances are exactly where I want them to be. Now, here's the part most people don't want to hear. We've normalized paying £400 a month for a car. And if I'm honest, some of you might say, I only pay £200. But whether it's £400, £200, the reality is the same. You're locking yourself into a payment that's slowing your future down. And in most cases, it's a payment you couldn't actually afford in the first place. And even the people who swear they can afford it, they're usually the same ones who can't save, can't invest, not where they want to be in life, and generally just can't get ahead. Because what they don't understand is that payment isn't just a bill, it's a trade-off. It's your future wealth, your future freedom, and your future options all being sacrificed, right, for the illusion of looking successful today. And nobody wants to admit that. That's the thing. But the truth is, if you took that same money, £200, £300, £400, whatever it is a month, and invested it or saved it consistently for the next 5-10 years, you wouldn't just end up with a nicer car. You'd have a house deposit, you'd have an emergency fund, you'd have the capital to start a business. The list goes on. You'd actually have options. But instead, most people trade all of that for a car that's worth less every single day. Like, make that make sense. Like, does that make sense to you? Most people are stuck in a cycle. New car, new payment, no savings, repeat. And they don't even do it for a few years. They do it for the rest of their lives. And the wild thing is, they think it's normal. It's not normal, it's just common. There's a difference. And I promise you this, the moment you stop trying to look rich is the moment you actually start actually building the foundation to be rich. If you're struggling to save, struggling to invest, struggling to get ahead, don't look at your job first. What you want to do is look at the expenses that secretly own you. And for most people, let's be honest, the car payment is enemy number one. Like, if you think about it, your £400 car payment, it isn't just money. It's time. It's freedom. It's your future self saying, bro, I could have been free if you didn't feel the need just to impress people at the traffic lights. And if you feel called out, good. Like I say, I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to wake you up, because you do work hard. You do grind. So we tell ourselves we deserve a nice car. And honestly, maybe you do. But it's about timing, bro. The problem isn't wanting nice things. The problem is wanting them before we've earned the right to not stress about them. And there's a big difference between I can make the payment and I can actually afford it. Like, affording it, making a payment, right, it means you're surviving. Affording it means your money works for you even while you sleep, and you're not stressing about saving for a holiday or whipping out your credit card for stuff you can't truly pay for. And listen, I get it. Not everyone's got the 5, 10,000 sitting around to buy a car outright. So if you have to finance a car so you can get to afford it and you can get to work, then cool. Do what you got to do. But here's where people go wrong. When the finance ends, instead of keeping that perfectly good car and freeing that £400 or whatever it is a month, they run straight back to the dealership to lock themselves into another payment. Bro, run that car into the ground, drive it until it rattles, until the paint fades, until the mileage is disrespectful. Not because it's fun, but because that's how you actually get financially ahead, right? Unless it's breaking down every other month, then of course, get rid of it. That wouldn't make sense to keep it. But the real problem is, people don't want to be seen in a car that's a few years old. They don't want high mileage. They care more about looking successful than actually being successful. And that's what's killing you. Not just your payment, your ego. That's what's killing you. You'd rather look like you're doing well than actually be doing well. And that mindset is why I believe so many people stay stuck. So many people are stuck in life right now. So like I say, when you stop caring about impressing people who don't pay your bills and start caring about your future self, that's when everything changes. Like, let's break it down, right? Let's break it down. £400 a month, right? It feels manageable, but over 5 years, that's £24,000. Now imagine putting that same 24k into a simple index fund, averaging 8% a year. You're looking at roughly £30,000. Meanwhile, that car you finance after 5 years is worth maybe 8 to 10k if you're lucky. So you traded £30,000 growing for you for a £10,000 depreciating liability, all because it looked good at the red light. And the crazy thing is, £400 is just the payment monthly. Never mind the insurance, maintenance, petrol, and the depreciation. You're closer to what, £700-800 a month? That's £10,000 a year to look successful. Meanwhile, little did you know, real success grows quietly in the background. And it's mad because you're not dumb. You know the numbers don't make sense. So why do we still do it? It's because we're addicted to validation. You know that feeling when someone says, yo, nice car, bro? That dopamine, same chemical you get from junk food, scrolling on social media, or skipping the gym. But the thing is, what people don't realize, dopamine fades and discipline compounds. The thing is, you'll never build real freedom until you stop buying things to feel free. Because the truth is, financial freedom doesn't look flashy in the beginning. It looks boring. It looks like driving a car that's paid off. It looks like staying quiet while your money grows louder. So you got to go through the shift from impressing people to progressing yourself. Like I said, you got to drive a car that gets you from A to B, and let your investments get you from today to freedom. Even if it's to a position just where you feel stress-free. You'll be shocked, honestly, how fast your life starts to feel lighter. And when you actually deep this isn't even about cars. It's actually about control. Because like I say, we live in a world where everyone's flexing, but no one's free. People are drowning in debt just to look like they're winning. And the moment you stop playing that game, you actually win. Because you stop trading your peace for perception. And you realize real confidence doesn't need to be seen. It's quiet. It's a peace of mind. It's knowing that your bills are covered, your money's growing, and like I say, your time belongs to you. So if you're watching this and you've got that £400 car payment, this is your sign. Not to feel guilty, but to get hungry. Imagine what that £400 could do for your body, your business, your future. That's your investment fuel. That's your escape plan. Like, don't let temporary validation kill permanent freedom. Like, honestly, the car can wait, but your freedom can't. So that's why I say about level up your finances like you level up your body, with patience, discipline, long-term vision, because the real flex isn't needing to flex again. We out. Peace.